Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever you are listening to us, and welcome back to your favorite show, LDLA Podcast. First of all, they welcome to Mr. Enrique. Mr. Enrique, hello, how's it going?
Hello, Juan Camilo. Hello, everybody. Yes, and it's Sergio Luque. Sergio, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, just a few words. And on the other side, we have Liam Lara. Hello, Liam. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm very excited to start this.
Okay. Thank you for being here. Okay, as usual, we're gonna have an amazing topic, but the one who is in charge to tell you which one is the topic is Mr. Juan Camilo. Juanca, please go ahead.
Uh, During the history of humankind, they have called it, or they used to call it, the universal language. It hides the expressions of humans, the expressions of men, the non-verbal language that we can discuss, and it is about music. How do you believe, Sergi? How do you believe, Lara, that music can shape or it shapes the perception that we have in the world? The topic is all yours, so I don't know which of you wants to start.
Okay, so music is a really interesting topic. There is a lot of things to talk about music. Music is a reflection of of our culture. So it's a reflection of culture, history, and our self. So to start this off, we are going. I'm going to
Talk.
talk to Luke, so he can make an introduction.
Okay, you say that the music is the language of the universe, so that is directly related with the mathematics. Music, in more of the cases, are mathematics, are numbers. The rhythm is mathematic, and there is a lot of rules that the music follow. But also, you can break those rules for make new things in the music. But in general, you can affirm that you can say that the music is a universal language because no matters in which part of the world you are, the music we is going to reflect the same emotions. Um, for example, there is in the music the case of the melodies that depending about which note you use and which scalars you use, the the feeling of the music change. You can with only the change of one note, you can make that one note sound happier or sad, very sad.
So it is dependent of a
Yes,
mathematical
animatic
behavior,
behavior.
you said. So doesn't matter where I am or what is my life, I'm going to understand the music of an instrument. For example, if I listen Moonlight Sonata, I'm going to be sad wherever I'm here or I am in Japan. Is that what you're saying? And is the same then about numbers? Could be?
Yeah, it's kind of a universal language. Because throughout the history, throughout the years, throughout the all the things that have happened on human history, music has played an important role in the expression of many things, in the rebellions of people, in the expression in general of them. For example, here my friend has a little bit, a little explanation of the origin of the music.
All right.
All right, that's interesting. Well, before starting, I'm going to ask you something so superficial, if I can say that.
Okay.
So when you start having that interest in music,
Hmm.
because I mean I like music, but I it's different to listen to music and make music. All right, so and you are, I mean, you play guitar, all right, you sing maybe, probably, yeah, you sing too, all right, you too. Okay, so when you started interested in music, when you started to interested in play guitar or another instrument, when that pleasure of music, of making music started in you.
Do you want to start?
It's
Okay, go ahead.
believe that the music in the 90% of the cases is part of the capital culture that your fathers showed to you. So I believe that in my case, my taste in music start with my brother that come from a big tree of a family that likes a lot of the music like rock, the experimental, but also the music is formed. The taste in music is formed in the past of the years, in the experience, and when you start to explore different things that your cultural capital give you to start. So in the next generations also capital that cultural capital go to your sons, but in yes, your sons or some uh,
All right, that's your influence, all right? That my influence is obviously. How
exactly.
I mean, how long have you been playing guitar?
I start playing piano when I was
4 years old.
not like 11 years.
All right, okay.
Eh,
How are
well,
you now?
I'm 17 and
Okay,
in less of
interesting.
1 month I will have
You turn
18.
you're 13. Oh my god, that is crazy.
But I started to play guitar like 4 years ago. So yes, I don't. I can say that like there is one reason for I get in love with the music, but
Mm,
probably it's the same. Take cultural capital.
okay.
I never will play piano in the start if I didn't have a piano in my
At home.
house at home.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. Yeah, it's
it is.
sense. All right. Your case, what's your case, Liam?
So I started playing the drums since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I first came to Kota when I was 8 years old, and there were some like classes that they gave to us by the by the by the mm, yeah. So
So you started at 8 years
I
old.
started at 8 years old,
All right.
but
What?
I didn't really got into it.
Okay.
I mean,
Immediately,
yeah,
you fell in love with.
no, it was a process.
All right. Okay. Okay.
It was a pretty long process to really have into account what music means.
Okay.
So in these years of if in these 10 years that
Don't
I've
worry. Don't worry.
been going through,
Uh-huh.
a lot of self thinking, like about what I like, what do I want to do.
Right.
I have talked about that. So in many aspects in my life, have has made that my interest for music, that my love for music has shown.
Mm,
You know,
I got it.
so it's it's not everything theoric. I mean, my love of music didn't came everything from classes, but it's a pretty good base for it.
Okay.
You know,
Beautiful.
but most of it comes from my life experiences.
Okay.
I think music is really important, and the first time I fell in love with it was when I put my headphones on.
Okay. Ah, you
I closed my eyes and I just
just
laid down
start.
in the floor.
Okay.
It was hearing a song that I really liked. So you start making images in your head with that.
Mm-hmm.
So the chords, the instruments, the rhythm, everything, it's on your mind, and your mind projects it in a series of images.
Okay.
So you feel everything. You feel something that comes from your ears in all your mind.
That's amazing.
Correct.
Beautiful. Definitely, is a universal language, even a spiritual language. Cause
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that's
Laura
right.
make a
Right.
very good definition, no?
Yeah.
I want to make the comparison about the topic that you brought at the beginning, and is how that emotional part that you have in there, that you are living in, and that the life, it is totally true that it is through your veins and through your life. But how do you pass that from that emotional part to numbers. Is the topic that you were discussing, and I cannot perceive it. Maybe because for me it is something fragmented that is like one part over here, the music, and the numbers over here, and I cannot link that.
Yeah.
We were talking before of the podcast. I said, you know what, this is beyond my understanding. Yeah.
Exactly.
So now that you have explained your emotional part, how can you link it to your to the numbers, to the mathematics?
Go ahead.
You want to? Okay.
There is the case of the psychedelic music that the purpose of the psychedelical is to make people feel sensorial experience
Mhm.
in using the sound. So I believe that that is so connected because for get that experience you have to know so much about music. You have to know a lot. There is a concept that is that the Theodore Adorno, a philosopher, say, and is the dialectic of the music. That say that in the music there is constantly a war of there is a war about the tradition and the innovation, and that can
The innovation, you mean?
the innovation.
All right, right.
There is a dialectic that is constantly in fact, and that transform music in new things. So I believe that if you know a lot of the numbers of the music, the sensations that the music can give to you, you can go for far away and use the things that I say before. The music can generate emotions. You can also use it if you have more canals to create sensorial experience.
All right.
Well,
Lorita, you want to complement that?
Yeah. So I found myself laying in the floor, hearing music
yeah, listen to
and crying to a. I don't know if it's merengue or salsa, but
Latin music. You feel the emotion in that.
yeah, it's really weird because I mean this is nothing sad. I mean, why am I crying for this?
Yeah.
And
But crying is not. It's not always sadness. Not
exactly.
Sometimes we cry because we are totally, happy or amazed. Yeah, exactly. So, and how was it? Continue, please, with that anecdote.
So from this feeling, this extreme feeling that you get from a piece of music,
Okay.
you start questioning yourself. But how is this piece of music, this salsa, this is making me feel so much? So you start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of theories
Yep.
about frequencies, about rhythms that can make you understand why.
Okay.
But anyway, this is something really complicated because numbers are an abstract concept, you know? I mean, I know there is one thing over there, there is two things over there, but it is like in our mind, just as emotions. So we are trying to explain abstract concepts with abstract concepts. That is something that our mind tries to understand,
Wow.
but it can't, you know. But we try to.
All right.
So there is a connection, no? Something that is like perceivable, like the sounds that we make to
Yeah,
create the music with the numbers that we just have the representation,
yeah.
the
So
graphic representation, but no more.
ex-
Is that what you are inquiring?
yeah,
All right, Mr. Enrique, I'm totally lost.
No, I'm hearing music in my mind. It's like a little lost, but it's fantastic. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking especially in the music that you just mentioned because it's salsa. You're talking about rhythm, but
with
salsa. What happened with salsa is that it has like African sounds. Like boom, boom. You got a drum there, boom, boom, boom. Probably is really close to the beat that as baby. I mean, when before we were born, we listen to our mom's heart.
And feel?
Okay, yeah, and feel it. You are hear or feel well, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So probably it's really close to it because African music is really is like rituals, kind of ritual, and salsa music has that kind of mix. Well, you know more about that than me. But what happens is that music, salsa music has also lyrics. Probably lyrics also makes you feel emotional, or in that moment you just gives you the that kind of feel. The reason of your feelings were only for the rhythm. Or what happened with music? Music, I mean, it's music only without lyrics or with lyrics, or what is the role of lyrics when you make
There is
music?
something complicated with the
Yeah, even more. No, so everything up complicated so far.
yeah, you're right. I don't think I really perceive the lyrics as lyrics. I mean, the words as words. I don't perceive them in music. I perceive them as frequencies,
Oh,
as melodies. But it's like
okay.
in my case.
I got
But
you.
I know
Got you.
I know that words.
Because, excuse me, sometimes we listen to music in languages that we don't understand, but we
Yeah.
feel like frequencies,
So
and we can have emotion or feelings through those kind of sounds, which is not they are not exactly words, they are sounds. Okay, continue. Thank you.
yeah, well, that's it. I mean,
This, believe that the lyric is like the complement of the energy for the like something that a song have. Is so different listen a sad lyric with a happy melody that listen a sad lyric with a sad melody. The melody change I love the lyric of the song, and the lyric is also a form to complement that frequencies.
That's fantastic. Yeah, because it's totally different. Listen, for example, Rubén Blades, all right? Yeah. And listen to Janis Joplin, for example. Or even Jethro Tull. Have you listened to Jethro Tull? Maybe? No, with flutes a lot. All right. It's like a 60s song band. All right. That is fantastic. You have to listen to. Okay, but let's move. Juanca, I know you have a couple of questions.
I have a lot of questions.
List of questions.
I'm going to try to make one. Maybe I am a little lost about it.
maybe do you want to go back to math in music?
If I get back to math, I'm going to be the same as lost as now I am. No, no, no.
We can
I
do it.
wanted to know. Talking now about rhythms and lyrics, do you believe that in nowadays music there is
Oh,
a extra exposition to only lyrics, and we have started to lose the ability to listen the little sounds, the frequencies, the drumming in the music? We corrupted only for a sensibility of only lyrics, and the most important part of is the lyrics. So much that now the other processes like the drumming, the frequencies is just poor, simple, straight to the point. What do you believe?
Well, I think it's. I mean, I think it's kind of, but we don't have to like subestimate so much the words. You know that the words help us communicate, help us
yeah, to communicate.
to be around on other people. You know.
Mhm.
But anyway, it's like different perceptions of it. It depends on every person. So a piece of music of instrumental music could be as astonishing as a piece of poetry,
Mhm.
you know.
All right,
And
right.
poetry is it's words, and music are melodies, but both are art.
And exactly, and sometimes are together.
Yeah,
Aside, for example, the Doors, Jim Morrison, all right, he wrote poetry, poems, all right, and put it on melodies. All right, that's
That there is some cases when the lyric is a no, but in our society, the principally for the utilitarianism and the globalization of massification of the music, probably there is so much music and the people don't listen at good music, and no, good music is like elitist. Listen complex music is hard for the brain. So probably we have a like so much music, and the brain don't wants to go take the time to analyze and feel that melodies, and probably because of that, the read the read the melodies of the popular songs are so simple. And also for Zelda,
because there is no context. What are you going
Anyway,
to analyze if there is no
There is
content at all?
to analyze,
no, because
or we can analyze it without.
art is an expression of culture and of their inner self. You know. So there is no thing as the good taste in music, in art, in nothing. There is not such a thing. Why? Because the concept of the good taste is more elitist than nothing. Because what? The popular rhythms are associated with the masses, with the people, with the well, yeah, with the masses, and the classical music, kind of more complex music in terms of musicalization, are related to the privileged ones. So there is not such a thing as bad or good taste, but there is some music that can help your soul grow more
Than
and
the others.
learn that the others.
So
Exactly.
how can we categorize that if it is not good bad music, which is yes
It's
as
according
well?
to your feelings, probably.
I don't know.
it's more
Complexity?
complexity. Yes, like,
And who can say?
and that is so connected with the cultural capital because the people who don't have the access to the tools to analyze that complex music, what the only things that they have to listen is that popular music that have one written during all the song. And I believe that there is elitism in music, but it's also because the complex music, like Liam says, uh, uh, I miss no
Organize it, standardize it,
no element
bits.
fits the soul more than the simple music. And yes, I believe that all the people has to have access to the tools to analyze music.
Certainly.
All right, I'm going to throw a bomb to you. So if we had to make like the organizing list of the complexity of the music, how would you do it?
Well,
Which one is
Personal, no?
Yeah,
This is totally personal.
subjective? Yeah, but
I think this is not a really popular opinion, but
Hmm.
I think rock and roll enters to the less complex ones.
Oh, that's something that nobody's going to enjoy in the podcast.
No, but it's true. But I guess that below rock and roll, there are more
Yeah.
or
But
Well,
rock and roll doesn't have much difference with reggaeton,
With the rhythms?
with the Latin pop of nowadays.
Ah,
you know?
right.
Because why? Because the compasses are
Yeah.
really simple. 4/4
repeat it and repeat it and
and repeat it.
repeat it.
Yeah,
Repeat it.
a riff of rock is repeated through all the song
Exactly.
with
The-
the form of verse chorus, verse
Yeah,
chorus, verse
Definitely.
chorus.
I totally
So
agree with you.
it's a really simple thing to. It's a really simple thing. That's
All right. So we have that like the lowest part.
yeah.
I believe that is like same is the same cases of the books. For example, you can say that Rayuela from Julio Cortázar is better than I don't know
Cinderella?
Cinderella, for example. You can say that Rayuela is more complex, have uh, more attractive things, but there is people that is going to say that Cinderella is
It's
better.
better.
So it's so subjective for the
Right.
persons, but also you can say that a music that is in four times and repeat the riff during all the song is more simple than the music that have a lot of innovations, scale,
Right. So
melody,
this here,
harmony.
which would be
Yes, and about
Maybe
for some persons it will be the same.
all right, right.
anyway, music is complex. When okay, so to respond to your question in a concrete way, in the top would be not in the top because there is so much more to get into, but in the higher part that would be Chopin, Bach,
On bug. Okay.
yeah, like they. I think I think some bands that are not like totally into classical music could fit here, like Tool. Have you heard about Tool?
Tool?
No.
Tool.
Tool? Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like kind of industrial. I mean, it's like kind of.
what do you know about them?
Oh my god. The release. Dude, I used to listen like 20 years ago,
Okay.
something like that. I know it's an American band. All right, I got it. I got it in my ignorance
Okay.
about music because you are relating numbers with music, so I am an ignorant. But it is like a kind of industrial music or something like that with them. Okay, just but let me know.
So here's the point. Tool is a metal band that has experimental, progressive, psychedelic, and mathematician concepts.
All right.
Okay,
In the music.
in the music.
My God.
Okay. And what about the singer? What about the members of the band? They are like mathematic. I mean,
Uh,
all right. They use
I don't really know.
They are concepts. We cannot see them because they are concepts. To play that.
okay.
I can't really answer that to you because I don't know.
All right. Okay. Okay.
But I can explain you a little bit of what they do.
Right. Nice.
So you know that. Have you ever had a moment where you go out of your house and I don't know, you see a really tall tree and you see like majestuosity on it?
Mm-hmm.
Something similar happens with music. You let yourself get really astonished by what you hear. So I think that we have to take really into account in this is the rhythm. Have you heard of mantras?
Oh yes, also kind of no. It's
Which one?
something about
Rhythm,
your
repetition,
spiritual.
mantras.
But you,
Do you know
Doggy, doggy.
any mantra?
If I remember what?
Any mantra, any.
No, to there. Just
Yeah. And repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Yeah, definitely. It's like Indian and jogging me.
Yes,
Music.
repetition.
Yeah, exactly.
the vibration of your
I'm
body.
happy with drums. All right. I'm happy with ritual music. Every here in Latin America happened.
Your music is based in the great part in Indian music.
All right.
There is use a lot of influence.
Before taking India into account, because that's another
Well,
word.
forgot. So
Another podcast.
how to have lunch.
That's another.
Kidding. Go ahead. Just kidding. Go ahead.
We as humans, we see beauty in the similarities, in the repetition, we find perfection in it. Have you seen like the Greek constructions that have like
Column.
columns, structures? They are really symmetrical,
Yeah, kind of basic, but totally useful.
but it's really astonishing for us. It's is beautiful.
Oh, it is.
Something similar happens with music.
But it is like fully organized in a symmetric way. It's
Exactly.
the part in which we find the beauty in it. Yes.
Yeah, that's when it comes to the concept of cosmos, of Greece, right? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Go
we as
ahead, go
humans
ahead.
are really involved into organizing. So
Don't worry.
huh,
We're getting what's we were in tool. Like I know. Yeah. If I
in the Occidental culture,
Western culture. Yeah,
sorry,
yeah. No
in the
worries, no
Western
worries.
culture, we find that the melodies have more representation than the rhythm in the in the songs, in the things, you know. But tool by itself uh, takes place into the raga. What is the raga? Raga. Raga. Raga is an Indian concept that, in the opposite of the Western culture, makes music fluid. It makes music with improvisation, with
Yeah.
makes music vary. So you know that the scales of music are a set of notes that go well with each other to create an emotion, right? Scales. Those are scales. In raga, they don't use scales.
Okay.
So, mm, some people think that raga is the medium point between the scales and melodies. So, it goes beyond that. Do you understand?
I try. Well, I'm trying. Yeah, but well, I'm a little related to Indian music. All right, I'm related with yogistic music
Okay.
to try to elevate yourself or find yourself in another kind of
Spiritual.
exactly, exactly. But also, and also, I know something a little about traditional or native music here in Latin America, which is related to African and everything. Cause, but what you mentioned is pretty much interesting because I'm just feeling the music. I'm not trying to like. I mean, I drive my car, but I'm not a mechanic. So I listen to music. I drive the music. You have the like the analogy. All right, I drive my car, but I don't know how it works. All right, so I listen to music, but you won't know how it works,
Works.
which is fantastic. Okay, so let's slow down with the. No, but it's fantastic. So I guess that this is gonna be. I said at the beginning that this is gonna be the shortest podcast, but definitely it is impossible to make it short with a couple of people who know a lot about music. Juanca, you have to say something about it?
Yes, I want to close. I want to close, and I'm going to change a little the tradition. Check this out. From what I understand, is that for you the universe is full of sounds, no?
Yeah.
Like
Can,
chaos.
can I make a little
Frequency and vibration.
Yes, it's exactly.
conclusion for what I was going to say?
All right, but
Okay,
to be
yeah.
concrete.
Podcast is yours. We are just
Okay, a little parenthesis. So, Tool makes their music with the Fibonacci sequence.
all right.
Have you heard of it?
Just or
Absolutely.
When you add another number with the
Yeah, and we got the same. Well, go ahead with the conclusion. Yeah,
it's called-
exactly.
like a spiral. Yes.
so
Uh-huh.
exactly. So that is the secret of Tool. Tool makes their music based on the Fibonacci sequence and in the golden number. Have you heard of it?
Which one?
The golden number.
The golden number. Yeah, I heard
Exactly.
something about that.
Exactly. So Tool is trying to explain us in their they do something really really interesting. They count their syllables, so they
All right. They
match
have the same match
match
with the.
the Fibonacci sequence.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my God. You got a song that probably shows everything about that. I don't know if we can play it now. I mean, just a kind
Pa-
of
Parabola. Yeah.
In this moment, we're going to play probably 8 to 10 seconds because
because it's
copyright is
yeah.
going to take down the video. Yes.
But well, that's the interesting thing about Tool, and exactly.
Pretty dark, no?
Yeah, experimental,
What
industrial in my because the who's part of the go ahead, my friend, because we can upload this if it has more than 10 seconds.
Yes, it's going to be
Alright.
your
The power of the lyrics.
Okay, hey, that is fantastic. No, Wonka.
yes, absolutely.
What's this about? Because I I pretended to start talking about music, but we are talking about life. We are talking about philosophy or
Universe.
and universe exactly. So that's
Maybe it's
fantastic.
Asterelus.
Okay, that's
Okay.
let's.
That continue, yes. Let me close it. I know that you want to talk a lot,
Here it is.
but we need to close it.
So here you can see how the syllabs, the syllabs, uh,
Like has the
Ma-
same number match with the
with
Fibonacci
the
number?
Fibonacci sequence. So
Fantastic.
it's difficult to understand too. Why? Because the Fibonacci sequence. Why is it so majestuous? Because if you hear it in a really connected way, you will feel that you are nothing. You understand?
Or everything.
Or everything. Exactly. Why? Because the Fibonacci sequence is represented in every aspect of the universe. In a tree, in a
Yeah, like
in our
in
faith.
fractals way.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that is reproducing
It's
itself
everything.
infinitely. Okay, okay, all right.
So it's really interesting to think about how we are a conscience expressing itself through the universe.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. You have something now? No problem.
He don't want to leave. They don't want to leave.
It's very quickly related with the things that you say about the Latin American music. There is also a underground scene in a lot of countries of Latin America, like here in Colombia, that is based in the experimental jazz psychedelic music. Here in Bogota, there's a lot of examples, like Ortiga Rios de Ceniza. There is a lot of bands that live in her music the philosophy of the play, of playing with the instruments and make new things using that is the philosophy of of the experimental music at jazz is the play. They create new things
New things.
with the nothings.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yes.
So there is important part about that is that the music in Colombia is not the traditional music. There is a dialectic in the tradition and the innovation in
Exactly.
which that gender music or takes place in Colombia.
Yeah,
Is
I've heard something like a mix of music by Colombian bands that are using like alegres and llamador with electronic music, which sounds totally amazing.
jazz.
And that is like the dialectic that you're talking about.
Exactly.
All right, that is definitely a universal language and a long podcast to talk about. But Juanca,
Well, you have seen it, no? It's the chaos that we find in terms of sounds, but just organize it. That's the beauty of music. So I want to change the tradition. It's going to be a yes no question, but it is not going to be so direct as the other. It's just I've seen that you get your instruments, and the yes no question is, can you perform something for us? Just in 2 minutes? Let's do it. Just go improvising, maybe to try to find the beauty in. And Mr. Enrique is going to sing, of course.
definitely. That's the only thing that I get.
There was for a little context. There were some numbers written on the
On the board.
On the board.
like random numbers.
Out of
So to prove our theory that non-organized things with rhythm make something really special, really important, we're going to use those numbers on
So
board
579.
9 to make a little piece of us.
Oh my
Just
God! Go ahead, please.
there are 5 notes. I'm trying to do triplets. Okay,
Okay.
All right.
and that's the formula of tool.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What a coincidence. Go ahead. Wow, fantastic. Really? Okay, but Liam, Sergio, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time here, all your knowledge. We have to share it. Probably we have to make a part 2 or 3, 4, 5, and a Fibonacci number. I repeated this because there are a lot of things to say. I know, and a lot of music to do to make better. All right, so Juan Camilo, thank you so much.
To you.
Again, Liam, again, Sergio, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. We see you on next episode. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.